Hello everyone, and welcome to another installment of Hacker Helpful Videos, which are videos dedicated to help you with all your online problems and needs. Today I'm going to show you how to download a Game Boy Advance emulator, which is another name for a system, and a Game Boy Advance ROM, which is another word for a game. Alright, so we're going to start by going into your internet browser, and we're going to go to www.doperoms.com, doperoms.com. So there are a few places where you're able to download the games and systems, but this is one of my favorite websites because it usually has the games and the systems that I'm looking for and much more, and I've never been disappointed, so I highly recommend this website, and I'll put the link in my description. So we're going to go to the left and click on, under sections, we're going to click on emulators. This is where you're going to download the system needed to play the video game on your computer. Emulators do not take up a lot of memory, so and they are virus free, so there's no worry for viruses or slowing down your computer. So now here is a whole list of systems that you can download for, but some systems have games that are harder to find than others. So the general easy systems to find games for are the older systems like the Game Boy Advance and the Nintendo 64, but today I'm going to show you a Game Boy Advance emulator. Okay. So once you click on that, here's a whole list of different types of Game Boy Advance emulators. Now, there's two things you want to look for over here when you're picking an emulator. How many downloads there are. The bigger the amount of downloads, the better the system, and the rating. Alright, so Visual Boy Advance has the most downloads and the best rating, so you're going to want to I'm going to pick this one. Okay, so now you go all the way down here and click on Download Visual Boy Advance, and you're going to go down here and click Visual Boy Advance 1.80. I'm not going to click on this because I've already downloaded it, but once you download Visual Boy Advance, you want to send the file to a place you're going to remember. When I downloaded it, I saved it to my desktop so I wouldn't forget where it is. Okay, so now once you finish downloading the Visual Boy Advance and you put it in a place that you'll remember, you're going to go back to the home page of doperoms.com. Okay, once you're at the home page, take note of the search bar on top where you're going to search for your specific games. Okay, so we're on Game Boy Advance, so I'm going to look up Pokemon Ruby. Okay, so here's my game. I'm going to click on the title. I'm going to go to Download ROM, and I'm going to click Pokemon Ruby GBA zip. Alright, so I've also downloaded the Pokemon Ruby, so I'm not going to download this either. Alright, you also want to save this in a place you'll remember so that when you open up your emulator, you're going to know where to find your ROM. Okay, so I saved them both to my desktop. So now, once the programs are installed, you're going to open up Visual Boy Advance. It might be look a little different when I open it because I use a program called WinRAR. So here's the application. Alright, so you're going to click on Visual Boy Advance, and this is what it's going to look like when you open the window. So there are different emulators, and different emulators have different options and different functions, but specifically this is Visual Boy Advance. Somebody made it, they're all different, so experiment. But to download them, it's all the same process. So you're going to go to Open. Now you're going to go and look for your ROM file where you last saved it. So I'm going to go to my desktop and click on Shortcut to Pokemon Ruby. And congratulations, there you go. Pokemon Ruby is now on your computer. Now, if you are playing Pokemon Ruby like me, you're going to want, and you're not used to the controls on the computer, you can experiment with the controls to suit your needs. But other than that, just experiment and you got a game. Thank you for joining me. Please subscribe to my channel and shoot me an email if you have any ideas of any new videos I should post or if you need any help with anything. Thanks, guys.